I think what attracted her to me was that initial rejection. That was new for her. She was the hottest dish they were serving that night, but I wasn't hungry. Not yet. This doll was the Black Dahlia in a polka dot dress, red pumps that matched her lipstick, and eyes you could see yourself in. That's what killed the deal. I saw myself in her eyes. I take one look at that rat and I think, kid, I'm going to do you an enormous favor and take a powder. I'm going to leave you standing here. I'm going to go home to my dingy little house, smoke an hour's overdue cigarette, and laugh at my dog's flatulence while I drink Mr. Jack Daniels from a paper cup.
You're a terrible writer. Has anyone told you?
I'm sorry. I didn't notice you. I'm wrapped up. What'd you say?
I said you're not very good. Has anyone ever told you?
Ouch.
And you're so earnest about getting it all down, I couldn't help but read. I was just wondering if anyone told you that there's really no future in it.
No. No one's ever said that. In fact, just the opposite. I mean, it's a matter of opinion, right?
Well, it's a little sad, especially at your age. Someone should have said something sooner.
Well, they wouldn't, though.
Why not?
Especially at my age. It's not nice.
I thought I was being nice, saving you from years wasted.
I think it's rude.
Well, then I apologize.
Say I did go up there. I'd have spent the evening making smooth, magically saying everything she needed to hear. We'd have bounced the midnight trampoline, and in the morning she'd have made me toast. But instead I go, gee, I'd love to come up, doll, I really would. But I got this neurotic old dog, see? And right now he's waiting by the door in his own poop, drinking my beer and watching the nudie channel. But I'll call you.
So you've never received a rejection letter then?
Once or twice.
But you didn't take it to heart.
What do they know?
Well, if you don't respect their opinion, why submit to them in the first place?
That's what you do. The problem is in my writing, it's a competition. There's plenty of good writers out there.
And you're one of them.
Damn right.
But just not one of the best.
It's a matter of taste.
I thought it was a matter of competition.
It's both. It's a lot of factors. Did my mom send you here?
You know, there are a lot of good English and writing classes at the local college.
Okay, that's just brutal.
It's honest. Your writing style just lacks seasoning, maturity.
I'm plenty seasoned, and I didn't ask for your opinion.
You're right. I'm compelled to give it. It's a character flaw I've learned to live with. I'm Katie, by the way.
Shelly. Now, if you don't mind.
Go on. Please continue.
I didn't call, though. I didn't have to. She called. She called lots. A week later, though, I'm toasting my general good fortune at the 701 Club when she walks in. She's drunk and twice as sexy as the previous week. Not for the hooch. I don't know what it was. But she was starving, and I was a 9-ounce ribeye, mashed potatoes, and cream corn. She tried to pop my cork in the men's room, but that ain't my scene. I got patience. I took her to my place. Not fast enough for her, mind you, but I had that cabbie making like Apollo 11. I got her there, went to Disneyland, and got more than my hand stamped for in-and-out privileges. So then I'm hooked, but the joke's on me. I can't get her on the phone. When I finally did, she's making with the who? And oh, what can I do for you? Like she hadn't been bobbing for apples with me a week prior. Some kiss-off.
I'm told I tend to make a bad first impression. Perhaps we can start over.
Well, I can't very well write with all this hanging in the air.
I'm just thinking out loud, who do you suppose is going to buy this misogynistic G-Noir hack-eyed nonsense?
I bet you will when it's a bestseller. Jesus, you're a funny one.
I'm just trying to say that perhaps having another iron in the fire, as my dad would say, might not be a bad idea. It never hurts.
So I shouldn't give up then. Just branch out. Get a job in a mailroom or flip burgers. Get a 401k and a dog. Find a nice girl and make pasty little babies to wipe boogers and shit everywhere while they eat up every spare dollar crying for mommy in college and candy canes.
I wouldn't go so far as candy canes. You're a little dramatic for a guy.
And you make a poor first impression, which doesn't seem to stop you from sticking your pretty little nose in other people's business.
Oh, you like my nose. I like that. I've had worse starts.
Shocking. What exactly is this the start of?
Who knows, Shelly? Life is exhilarating because of the possibilities each day brings. The probability of us not liking each other, of you spitting when you say my name, and me throwing up at the sight of you. Those all have the chance of giving way to a new friendship.
People have had worse starts, is what you're saying. I can't imagine. You know, my mother would tell you that I'm lacking the intimacy gene, which falls on the probability side of that scale.
Now, see, if you're willing to submit that claptrap to a publication, at least you're not afraid of rejection. And intimacy is fraught with the potential for rejection. So I say that a man capable of intimacy sits before me.
Claptrap. It's the strangest conversation I've had.
Just you wait and see, Shelly. The day is young. I'll see you later, Shelly.
Hey, how about an email or phone number?
I already have yours, writer.
And that was how I met Katy. She was forward and self-assured, 360 degrees beautiful, and seemed to like me. She was quality people, and more than a few steps out of my league. But what the heck, I thought. Maybe I'd see her again. Maybe I'd just want to, forever. Girls of the heartbreak of old.
Did you see that doll the other night?
The one in the dress?
Yeah, the girl in the dress.
Are you kidding?
I ain't kidding.
Shit, I've been seeing her ever since. Her walking away, that dress dinging like a bell. Ding, ding. She was there once before.
So I spoke to her.
You spoke to her?
Yeah, I said, you got the dress of the night.
I hope you didn't breathe on her. You had breath like a dead man last night.
Oh, now you're going to tell me that.
She was the type of girl that could make a responsible guy do a crazy, irresponsible thing.
Yeah, I'm digging that. Like, for what, for instance?
Leave his wife, maybe?
You're not married.
Well, say I was.
Well, that would be pretty irresponsible, and you'd be kind of a douche.
Maybe I was kind of a douche. I'd only seen her twice. Once in passing, once across a crowded room. And a fairly challenging case of crazy had sat upon my head, like a $10 lid from the Woolworth aisle.
Woolworth hats?
Is that a question?
My bad, continue, friend scribe.
Perhaps if it was only that, I might manage. Just a bit of manageable longing and heartache. But she'd seen me too. Gave me my first wink in a dozen years.
She winked? She didn't wink? I didn't get a wink.
She winked. That was the moment I felt the hook ripping in my mouth and lock into place.
Hold the phone. You didn't talk to her. You're a dork. I actually spoke to her. Intro, Pete, please.
Pete was still entombed in an iron lung. It was up to me to navigate the unfamiliar waters this dull inhabited. I suppose I hoped I'd never see her again as much as I hoped she'd seek me out, pull me into some dark room, kiss me long and soft, and then shove me out, slam the door, release me somehow back into whatever I was doing before she arrived.
Okay, wait, so say that first part again. Like, put me in a dark room, but slower, with more rhythm, like, more like boom, bapa, boom.
Are you wearing somebody else's teeth today, or what?
All right, all right. I think we better get another cup.
Yeah, let us retire to the Java House. There to talk about women we'll never have.
We talk about women we've had. My order wouldn't be up yet, and we'd be done.
Speak for yourself.
Yeah.
It's too crowded here. It's too crowded here. I can't go out there. I can't go out there. I won't be missed. I won't be missed. I checked in with God, but there was no response. It's too crowded here. It's too crowded here. I still care. Yeah.
Hello! I just moved in yesterday. My name is...
Nice, are you all settled?
I am more or less settled. You know how moving is.
I moved around a lot, trying to forget her. But it was like trying to forget about yourself. She was inside me now. It was inevitable that we would end up together, even if one of us was dead.
Yes, as they say, moving sucks.
I'm Shelly. You slimed me.
I apologize.
No worries. Welcome to the land of lost and/or forgotten dreams.
Marvelous. How often does a man know right where he is? You are a poet, Shelley.
A writer.
So, how is it?
Writing?
The neighborhood.
It's quiet mostly. Not cemetery quiet, more like church quiet. Lots of acid reflux and repetitive nonsense. You here to add to the excitement?
I am Ra, the sun god.
Nailed it.
Does this writing you do bring you happiness and riches?
No, but I'm still holding out for becoming a cowboy.
Aren't we all? I met a man once in Missouri. He was a lawyer. A religious man, a funny little man. He was like 90 years old. This was 150 years ago or so. He wore spring shoes. His shoes had these big springs, sort of like the old moon shoes. And the saddest thing he'd ever said to me was, "Ra, I wish I'd gone and just been a cowboy."
That is sad. So what's your racket?
Mostly I travel in the sunboat with Set and Mehen, defending against the monsters of the underworld.
That's got to be a tough gig. What was your name again?
Ra.
Like the cheer? Rah rah? Rah!
Like the sun god.
Well, why'd they name you after a sun god?
They didn't name me after him. I am him.
Oh, we'll leave that for another time when there's bars between us.
Absolutely. Do not let me hold you up. Just wanted to extend greetings. Let us speak again later, I hope.
Let's. What the fuck was that? Monsters of the underworld.
I mean, it's just really zesty.
I know, right? You're gonna be like Mr. Atkins, the size of my back.
Shelly, you look tired. What are you doing to get so tired?
I'm training for the Olympics. I'm a shoe-in for the thumb twiddling competition, provided I get this flatulence problem under control.
Oh, how's the book coming?
The book. The story with like a baby floating in the amniotic fluid of my imagination. Its prospects, personality, and future at the whim of a madman.
You're depressed. Clever, but still depressed.
Please enlighten me, my one true love, why I should not be depressed.
You were happy just last week?
That's logical, but I've since had another reminder that life is about half over. I'm alone, and my social life consists of having pie with my big sister.
So a girl then? A young girl?
A girl indeed, wise sage. That she was young was just an added bonus, or so I thought.
Well, really, Sheldon. Having a young woman find your sad act intriguing is all it takes to make you happy. When's the last time you dated someone your own age? You think you're George Clooney.
George Clooney has a girlfriend.
That's exactly what I mean, dork.
Rosie, you practically raised me. But I'm a big boy now. I may still pee on the seat all the time, but I can handle my social life. So I met my new neighbor today.
Oh, do tell.
His name is Rye. Sails in a sunboat with monsters or something.
Ra, is he Oriental?
We don't say Oriental on this planet anymore, kid.
Well, really, what sort of name is Ra? It sounds kind of ethnic.
Indian, maybe? Like, not Casino Indian. Maybe Gandhi Indian?
I think it's Egyptian. What does he look like?
Like a guy standing at my front door. I don't know.
Really, Sheldon, a writer should be more observant. What race is he?
I honestly couldn't tell you.
Let's see, with a name like Ra, hippie parents probably. Who was that movie star that named their child Apple? I mean, can you imagine being a grown adult named Apple?
From my brief conversation with the gentleman named Ra, I would not be surprised if he was an escaped mental patient.
Be careful, Shelly. A mentally ill man cut off his own penis last week. I saw it on the news.
I think that guy was on meth. And don't say penis in a restaurant or anywhere. It's weird for me.
Here you go. Oh, thank you. I'm sorry, Apple dear. Does this come with a side of penis, or do I need to order that separately?
She's on a day pass. She'll be back in the asylum by midnight.
Upside down. Seems no matter how hard I try, life upside down. Only somehow I could fly away from this life upside down. Misery goes hand in hand when you
What is happening, my dude?
What is happening, Ra?
I brought Husari. How's the writing coming along? You have plates?
How'd you know I was a writer?
I am Raw. And you told me when we first met the other day.
Listen, Ra, I'm sure someday we're going to be really close friends, but right now, my life is pretty crowded with whack jobs already, so if you wouldn't mind just taking whatever that was you said that was and fucking off.
Nonsense! Nonsense! Eat with me. Don't be a grumble bunny. A grumble bunny? Shelly, I have been watching Dr. Phil on the television this day. This brilliant man would say to you, now is the time to give up all your hang-ups about your male relationships.
I don't got hang-ups about male relationships. Where are you getting that? You gay or something?
What's or something? I am not gay, or I am.
I had hang-ups, okay. The hang-up I was having at the moment was with the strange and possibly gay new neighbor, searching out eating accoutrement in my kitchen, preparing to feed me raw knows what.
Is that sort of a nervous tick type thing?
It's grist for the mill.
What does this phrase mean?
It's like food for thought.
Hay for horses, virgins for sacrifice.
Let's not get carried away.
You're a strange man, Shelly, but I'd like you. What is your age? 45. 50.
50, thanks. Love being reminded. People used to get my age wrong. Not anymore. They still card me at the Trader Joe's, but being carded by some 18-year-old squid still battling acne, and whatever fell out of my ass this morning like a brick was older than him just pisses me off.
Very humorous. You make me laugh. And yet I wonder if you have a single friend.
What kind of a thing is that to say? You don't even know me, pal. I got tons of friends.
I know you, Shelly. You are a book left open.
An open book.
As I said.
What's the story here, anyway? Alone and jobless? Failed writer Shelly meets his new neighbor, Ra, the sun god, teaches him that life's about good food, good times, and the slim hope that someday he'll meet a nice girl who can overlook his tragically small penis, throw away her future for love.
Aim higher, Shelly. Love is historically undependable, often a mistake, subject to wear and tear. Seldom does it age well. But friendships, alliances, mutual admiration, being understood, brotherhoods born of battle last lifetimes. That's a lot more than just a warm bed, Shelly.
No candy canes?
Really, Shelly? Do you have any real friends, Shelly? Close friends? Bail you out of jail? Suck the serpent's poison from your ass? Help you dispose of a body?
Pete? Maybe Pete? No, probably not Pete. You applying then?
You have a body you want to dispose of. Wait, don't tell me. Wait until I'm drunk and susceptible.
It's okay. I'll do it myself. He's small. It's a midget, actually. Gave me a harsh look at the farmer's market, so I shot him.
Very good.
Just took a knee, shot him.
Oh, we're to be friends then, Shelly. A shared humor is a grand start.
Unless you're an angry midget, in which case I shoot you and bury you in the yard.
In the vegetable garden,
Beneath the cabbage.
which you then feed to an unsuspecting neighbor. In a salad, you son of a bastard!
I'm not a nice man. Are you bipolar by chance?
I'm not familiar with them.
You seem pretty familiar to me.
Shelly, I am in need of a friend, as I surmise you are. But all you can think of is, what does this row want?
Boy, this guy's captain in the Bull Goose banana boat and is short on crew members.
I wouldn't be in a position to dispute that.
I wouldn't think so.
Shelly, you're an open book. A blind man could read you. The truth, though, is I'm looking for allies in the coming fight. Is that fucking okay with you?
So it's a bipolar thing then. Okay, sure. Why not?
do need a friend.
This guy Ra was obviously not from around here. An alliance for the coming fight, he said. That gave me pause, and yeah, it crossed my mind that I might be eating with a terrorist. But nothing much happens around here, especially to me. Becoming allied with a terrorist seemed pretty unlikely. Besides, if he had an agenda, it would present itself sooner or later, and in the meantime, I just keep watch for either the guys in the white coats or the men in black suits. One way or another, my feeling was Ra wasn't long for the neighborhood. What'd you say this stuff was again?
Kusari. It's good.
You're supposed to let me say that.
Do you like it?
Yeah, it's good.
Happy?
Actually, this stuff makes my toes warm.
It will change your life.
In a good way?
Just so.
Just so.
So, now, Shelly, you are on your own then. No woman?
I date here and there.
Really? Not enough to fill your cup, I'll wager.
It's a small cup. I stole it from the midget I killed. How about you?
Just me and my dark shadow. Perhaps we should go out tonight. This town is full of beautiful women.
This town is full of something.
Really, Shelly? A couple of guys like us?
Who'll get arrested.
Now you're thinking big, Shelly.
Which mental hospital should I call again?
A little respect for the sun god, Shelly. Or I'll smite you. What time is it anyway?
Time to go?
But it is.
Okay.
I shall seek out a tavern, and we shall drink to our new alliance.
Let's not pretend we did and reminisce about what a whack time it was.
Nonsense!
So what's new with this Ra person?
Well, he brought me some ethnic food the other day. I think it was called Rashi. And told me we were to be allies in the coming fight.
Allies? That's a strange word to use. He's not a terrorist, is he?
That's what I thought.
You be careful, Shelly. Use that good sense God gave you.
Yeah. Remind me to thank the big guy for this wealth of good sense and talent.
You know, I think you should come to church with me. Talk to Father McDonald at St. Agnes.
About what?
About Ra. About everything.
You think I should tell Father McDonald that Ra, the Egyptian sun god, has moved in next door, and that there's a chance he might be a terrorist? How do we think this will go over?
Oh, come on. Where's your faith?
In Ra, God, or Father McDonald? I'd say the three are running about even.
You're incorrigible.
You know, Ra, the sun god, is kind of a neat addition to my tiny circle of friends. The one we didn't know was missing. All we need now is a pornographer and a clown, and we'll have a tidy little book club.
You need to reconnect with the real God.
The real God needs to throw Shelly a bone. In fact, I'll give him one. I'll give him a rib bone. And he can create for me a dark-haired, brown-skinned daughter of Eve.
That's pretty specific.
Yeah, the chick from Herb Albert and the Tijuana Brass whipped cream. What an angel.
Oh my God, that record.
Got me through puberty.
Too bad the record didn't survive.
Seems I'm at a loss to explain myself. My actions have spoken volumes already. People get hurt.
There's no better time to get drunk.
You may be. No.
There's no better time to get sunk into the couch.
no good for me.
And no better time to get drunk.
Party time, friend Shelly.
Actually, I was just gonna watch TV till I died of boredom.
Ah, but your new friend Raw will now drag you into the night in search of adventure, intrigue, gunplay, sex, and all manner of debaucheries. We may not be young, but the night is. Let us make a whore of her.
Right, take it down a notch. You've been watching daytime television again, haven't you?
Close your eyes, Shelly. Can't you smell it? It permeates the air.
Jesus. Are you talking about vaginas, Ra? Really? Let me get my shit.
I've been searching, I've been reaching.
Where are we going anyway?
I saw a rather well-lit place downtown that looked promising. A couple of guys like us.
Could get killed, rolled, or arrested.
Aim higher, Shelly. What people do in the dark, they never dare in the light of the sun.
This night has disaster written all over it.
No faith in the gods then, Shelly.
Not lately.
All right then. Allow Ra, the sun god, to indoctrinate you on what it means to befriend the likes of me. Tonight we seek faith, renewal, redefinition, rebirth, and above all, the greatest of treasures, woman with legs open and a welcome.
We're going to be doing this where?
In a bar.
I like your smile.
Every eye can see thee, and thy rays fall upon every face.
What the heck, are you praying?
I am always praying, Shelly, and being prayed to. Breakfast, my friend.
What the hell happened? I seem to remember a chick with like 4 heads and 2 breasts, or 4 breasts and 2 heads.
You drink too heavily, Shelly. The woman you held briefly slipped right through your fingers. Her vagina guessed you were inadequate.
What the hell you say?
I'm sorry, Shelly. My friend, the table was set. All one had to do was eat. Perhaps next time you might be able to keep up.
Boom. I don't like you.
Ha ha! Just so.
Hey! Where's Fuckerface?
Fuckerface? Really? What are you, 11? I believe fuckface is the correct use of profanity. Where is fuckface? Let's say it together. Fuckface.
Ra, where's Ra?
Dude, I have no clue who or what you're talking about. You got me confused with somebody who knows what the hell you're talking about.
You listen to me, you hump. You're his friend.
You tell Ra I'm coming for him. You tell Mr. Happy Pants that I'm gonna find him. And when I do, the battle's coming to him. The sun ain't gonna shine anymore, not for Ra.
You want me to quote a Walker Brothers song?
You tell Ra the end is near.
You gonna sing My Way now?
Fuck off.
Now that's the correct usage. I would have also accepted the abbreviated F off, but only if you say Happy Pants again.
There's something wrong with you, pal.
Listen, if I hear they're distributing a cure for Crazy Ugly, I'll shoot you an email.
What a wise guy.
Brush your hair back from your eyes, see through me.
Hey. Who was in the car? He looked upset.
Friend of Ross, which I'm beginning to see would piss off anybody.
Raw. I Googled raw.
This should be good. Are we eating?
I'm going to have dessert. So, according to Wikipedia, RAW stands for rheumatoid arthritis. There's also a rock band out of LA. And of course, the Egyptian sun god.
Hi, Shelly.
Hi, kid. Well, rheumatoid arthritis makes the most sense seeing as he's such a pain. I think he thinks I'm a loser.
You're not a loser. You're currently between wins.
Shoot, that reminds me, I got a job interview.
Job? What job?
Doesn't matter. Won't get it anyway.
That's the spirit.
I feel like I'm not, clean.
You've been unemployed over a year. Why is that?
I'm a writer.
I see you've done some writing. Why are you looking for work now?
Honestly?
I'd appreciate that.
Well, your company, what you guys do here on a daily basis, when I heard about it, I knew I had to come work for you.
We sell office supplies.
Yeah. Post-it, whiteout, these things have changed the world and the way we do business. If I can elaborate. Pencil sharpeners, paper clips, staple removers, like those in particular. They got 3 different kinds. It's amazing. Glue sticks.
So you've done some writing?
Yes, I was briefly employed with the magazine Film Monthly, writing about television.
Why not film?
Excuse me?
You wrote for Film Monthly, but you didn't write about film?
I had a specific niche, really rather humorous, about television. What I really wrote about was a fabricated version of my life involving my dog and beer, and television was sort of a backdrop.
So after you were fired from Film Monthly...
Excuse me. I was not fired. I was removed from the masthead.
The what?
The masthead. The thing. Like a byline.
Uh-huh.
Anyway, eventually I was fired. You had a question, sir? Ma'am?
Yeah, after you were fired, you went to work for Sherwood Forest Dentistry?
I did.
Sherwood Forest, like from Robin Hood? That sounds like a made-up name.
You're absolutely correct. I complained about that many times.
You don't seem to have any dentistry education listed. In what capacity were you employed by this company?
In a reclamation capacity.
Meaning what?
I reclaim gold and other reusable dentistry products and byproducts from patients of various parent and insurance companies who had reneged on their financial obligations to said parent companies and insurance companies.
Again, this sounds like a fabrication. How exactly did you accomplish this?
Was that not clear?
It left a bit much to the imagination.
Well, the truth is it was very hands-on, if you see what I'm hinting at, and developed a touch of PTSD directly related to my work with Sherwood Forest. It's rather painful to talk about. If we could just move on to something else.
Not at all. I think we're done here.
Really?
In my opinion, your education and work history are likely fraudulent, and quite frankly, you make me a bit uncomfortable. I don't think you're seriously looking for work, and I don't think we can use you here.
Fuck, I thought I aced this. Well, no worries. Sorry to have taken up your time. Can I take this? I'm going to take this. Do you validate? I got to show the unemployment office I'm trying.
Please leave.
You know, I should warn you, I'm good friends with a rather powerful Egyptian sun god.
Security.
Hello.
Our shoes, quit our blues, and rocked all night. And I wanna rock and roll again like we.
I met this chick the other day. Told me I was a hack. Said I couldn't write.
What'd you say?
I don't know. Something stupid.
Was she a looker?
As a matter of fact, she was.
Did you get her digits?
I tried.
Another missed opportunity. Add that one to the list if there's paper left.
Why are you here again?
Drink your beer, man.
Anyway, I'm sure she's plenty turned on by my neck fat.
That's impressive. Can you blow that out like a toad?
Now, but it doubles as a chin rest when I'm in church.
So every Sunday then?
Hey, call me uninspired.
Sir, you are uninspired. Blow out like a toad. Blow out like a toad. Blow out like a toad.
Have a soul shakedown party tonight.
I wonder if Ra's about.
Who's Ra?
My new neighbor. Wants to be my new best friend.
Well, hey, I'm your best friend.
Hey, my last one.
Hanging out with you really gets my toes tapping, man.
You know, Ra and I were out the other night. I don't know what happened. I woke up in the car with him the next morning, him telling me that I can't hold my liquor and some chick's vagina knows it.
What?
Which reminds me.
Back up to vaginas that know things?
Some cat threatened me. Want to know where Ra was. Said I should tell him the fight's coming.
When did your life get interesting?
Shelly, what are you doing tonight? Let's bury ourselves once again in the warm folds and curves of womankind.
Yeah, if you recall, I missed that part last time. Somebody slipped me a Mickey.
The blue lotus, to be exact. Just a touch to center your energy.
Man, that's wrong. You should know drugging people is wrong.
I did not know. I will not do it again. Ra, the sun god.
Pete, son of John.
An Irishman.
Yeah, on St. Patty's Day, but all day long. What's Blue Lotus? Got any with you?
Always.
Well, sounds legal, man. Let's party.
Hey, I still got a bone to pick with you. Some guy threatened me, said I was to give you a message.
What guy? What message?
He said, you tell Happy Pants I'm gonna find him. Tell him the battle is coming to him. I don't know, something like that.
Odd.
Well, what's he talking about?
It does not matter. I am Ra. There is nothing I cannot do.
You can get me another beer.
Naturally.
You know, he's kind of handy, man.
He's a waterhead, chum.
Are we talking smack?
Smack?
Shelly thinks you're a lunatic.
Others have thought the same. But I am Ra.
What's your line anyhow?
My line.
Yeah, like what do you do?
Ah, what do you know, Pete, of the underworld and the dark river?
Only what I've heard on Fox News.
Well then, listen, Pete, son of John. For millennia, I have carried the sun across the heavens in my boat. Every day, I bring the sun to the west. Every night, in my other boat, I go bring it east again. It was during one of those nights that I first encountered Apep.
Shell, I hope you have plenty of beer.
I can't believe I'm asking this, but who is Apep?
You're just gonna bypass a whole sailing in the sun in your boat thing, huh?
It's already covered, pal.
You're mocking me.
And of course we're mocking you, Ra. That's what pals do.
Oh, thank you, Pete. Where was I?
Apep.
Apep! Apep is chaos. He is evil. Everything malevolent. He is a serpent. Apep serves only Apep.
So you know this cat?
I know him too well, Shelly. Once he tried to take the sun and devour it like a serpent devours an egg. We battled him. Set and Mehen, Bastet and I, until he was backed into the very gates of hell.
I'm gonna need a program. I can't keep track of the demigods, semi-gods, miscellaneous deities without a program.
My new friend, Pete, is very humorous.
Another round of Shelley's beer?
I'm in.
Drink now! Tomorrow, we may die.
Still, Shell, he's way more cheerful than you.
Rah, enough already. I keep waiting for you to tell me you work in a shoe store.
Raw does not sell shoes.
Okay, but here we are. I've seen you in the daytime. It's evening now. No boat, no serpent.
These things happen unseen. The dimensions of which I speak are not for the eye of the human man. But I must tell you, Apep believes that Ra has stolen his rightful place. That in a time before Ra, if one can imagine such a time, Apep carried the sun. He ruled the skies and was worshipped by the many. He has come again to make his claim.
So we're supposed to look out for the big snake?
He will come as I have come, as a man. Apep, however, cannot hide his jealousies, his pettiness, and so he cannot enjoy the pleasures of the human world as I do. He is ever the sour one.
So pretty much be a dick then.
He was the one who delivered the message you related to me earlier.
That guy? He ain't much.
Don't underestimate Apep. He is, of course, no match for Ra, but still a danger to you mortals.
You look pretty mortal from where I sit, though.
Yeah, you definitely indulge in mortal pleasures.
No. Speaking of the pleasures, Rhonda from the bar. Her scent lingers.
Jesus, right.
Good night. What was that?
It's the writer. Hello again.
It's the critic. I was just talking about you.
All bad, I'm sure.
Not all bad.
I'm glad I ran into you again. I wanted to apologize for the other day. Whether I was right or wrong was irrelevant. I was rude to you, as you said, and I'm sorry.
It's almost forgotten. Almost.
Did I hurt your feelings?
I've been a wreck. But make it up to me. I'm having lunch with my sister. Join us.
You move fast, meeting the family already. That's a big leap when we're still deciding whether or not we like each other.
Oh, I'm decided.
Are you?
Oh, yeah.
Not so fast. I like you, but time will tell just how much.
Okay, just lunch with my sister then.
All right.
So what do you do, Katie?
I'm a contributing editor for Flair magazine.
What? I've been rejected by Flair 3 times.
I know. I've read your submissions. I actually recognized your writing the other day in the park. It's very distinctive.
Why didn't you say something?
What a small world. A writer and an editor? What are the odds of that?
You rejected me.
I rejected your writing, not you personally.
You sent me a form letter. Dear sir, thank you for your most interesting submission. While we find it does not fit our tight demographic, we encourage you not to give up. Tight demographic, I'll say.
I'm sorry, Shelly, that's the business.
Don't be sorry. Sheldon has a childish streak, 1 mile wide and 3 miles long.
Well, I was rather negative about his writing ability. But to be fair, what he wrote was kind of like...
She told me she was sorry, but the wound still bled, as if it had taken up the cause begun with just a few simple words. You really should give up. You're not very good.
Sounded more or less like that.
He was dropped more than once as a child.
You deliver my message?
You again? Listen, Apep, it was so boring, I just plain forgot it. Tell him yourself, meathead.
My name is Apep. It is not Inet. And I would relish the opportunity, but I can't find it. However, you I can find. In fact, you're pretty easy to find. And I'm gonna keep finding you until I get what I want.
Who is this person, Shelly?
He's inept.
I am the World Encircler, the enemy of Ra. No doubt he's mentioned me.
He's mentioned you, sure, but he's bananas. It's obviously a club of some kind.
You tell Ra I was here. You tell Ra that I can find his friends anytime I like, that I could bury his friends alive.
You listen to me, dipstick. I'm gonna call the cops and have you repeat that, and then we'll see who gets buried.
I could kill you and your women without a thought. Deliver my message while I'm still feeling benevolent.
Okay, Dickless, time to go. On your way. Jesus, Shelly, the company you keep. I may not always be around to protect you.
I had it taken care of. You all right, Rosie?
Yeah, so much excitement these days.
Perhaps you could talk a little bit about who this Ra person is.
He's Shelley's new neighbor, the Egyptian sun god.
He just thinks he's the sun god.
You don't think he is?
We're friends, but he's no sun god.
Don't you believe in God?
The regular one?
Which one's the regular one?
We're Catholic, dear.
The Catholic one.
Well, how do you know the regular God doesn't call himself Ra?
Because I know.
Have you ever heard of Jehovah?
Another sun god?
Another name for your regular God.
Kind of a smarty pants, aren't you?
I just find religion so fascinating. I mean, it's just so interesting what different people believe.
Ra isn't a god. You'll see when you meet him.
And if he had said he was Jesus, would you have believed him?
Not without some serious proof.
So if everyone who claims to be God gets labeled crazy, what chance does the real God have if he decides to return?
You meet Ra, I'll introduce you, and then we can discuss my faith.
Ooh, lucky girl, a second date.
I can't seem to help myself.
You two sound like an old married.
I will say though, Apep seems to believe pretty strongly in Ra, and true believers can be a dangerous lot. Take care of yourself around him, Shelly. I'm glad you called. You know, I had a chance to reread one of your submissions.
Oh, which one?
The short fiction piece called The Judas Goat.
Yeah, the hard-boiled detective embroiled in a government conspiracy. What didn't you like about it?
Have you actually read our magazine?
I skimmed it.
So, that's what I thought. So, the problem isn't actually your writing.
That's a relief.
Well, okay, it is and it isn't. What I mean is, you need to target your submissions more carefully. Find a publication that mirrors your literary sensibilities. Flair just isn't a fit for whatever it is you're trying to do.
It's gotta jam it in. It's fun for you, right?
Okay, so what about the title? What is the Judas Goat?
Well, I read once that ranchers would train a goat to lead the cattle and sheep to wherever they wanted them to go. Happy places mostly, food, shelter, that sort of thing. When it came time to slaughter these animals, this Judas goat would lead them basically to the slaughterhouse.
It's a reference to Judas the Iscariot.
Bible bad guy.
An intriguing character.
For being a dick.
But did you know that there are at least 3 descriptions of the death of Judas?
He hung himself in the movie. I watched it every Easter.
Religiously.
Yeah, he hung himself.
Another is that he got so fat that he was accidentally crushed by a chariot as he was trying to squeeze by.
Classic. A new favorite.
And yet another is that he bought some land with these 30 pieces of silver that he had, and as he was surveying it, he trips, falls headfirst into a hole, and dies. And then his bowels gush out. I think they gush out in all 3. The authors were big on gushing bowels.
Ladies and gentlemen, the gushing bowels. You know the difference between me and Judas is?
You're only half as tragic?
I'm loyal to my friends. Jesus, Ra, I'm having a moment here.
I know, Shelly. It makes me so happy to see my friends make love. Please, continue.
I guess we're going in.
Yeah, it's my new friend Ra.
She rose up to meet him. He sank down to greet her, and they missed each other. It all seems so familiar. She rose to the occasion. He sank in desperation, and they missed each other. Can you say you haven't been here? It might have been.
So, Ra, I'm intrigued by this Apep character. Tell me about him.
Not very intriguing, girl. He is the simplest of evil creatures.
Still, tell me about him. He seemed pretty intense. Should we be worried?
Don't encourage him.
No. Encourage away. Encourage away, girl.
Very well. Yet listen well, girl. Apep seeks to slay me, take the sun, and have the masses worshipping at his feet. Apep seeks the sacrifices of meat and fruit, the incense, the ceremony. Yet all of these things are now long gone. There is only the labor, the task. And that is all Apep wins, if he should win. And he will not be long satisfied with merely that.
This thing between you seems to be coming to a head.
The battle between us grows nearer.
And you live right next door?
Yeah, lucky me.
He is pretty handy to have about.
It is much more than I require, actually. The true treasures in the world are friends. Shelly, Pete, and you, girl. My comrades in arms.
I agree wholeheartedly. And Shelly told me about your boat. So you're simultaneously here and in the boat with Set and me in?
Very astute, girl. You know something of the world. Shelly, she's a smart one. Yes, in my boat, I carry the sun from the east to the west and back again. Even now, I am engaged in this task.
Well, call me skeptical, but I don't think you're crazy.
As smart as you are beautiful, my daughter.
Thank you, Ra.
If I told the truth to you, what I'd have to say, what I'd have to tell you, I love you.
It lasted another 5 days, 6 hours, and 3/5 of Jack Daniel Distillery's finest product. It went south, and I mean south like the pole, baby, on a 32-degree Christmas morning. That gorgeous, simple mouse apparently had a revelation, and a rather awkward final act saw its curtain rise. Before this morning, she dropped a fully decorated living Christmas tree on top of me. Lights, ornaments, the whole mishmash. Kaboom! Right on the moneymaker. Then she kicked me to the curb like a can. How does one go from step A to plan B seeing you in one fell swoop? I'd tell you, but I want you to like me. Especially you, kitten.
Really awful. Can you just do that when I'm not around?
Think you're pretty cute, don't you?
Yeah, pretty cute.
Hey, Katie, you don't think that Ra's really some kind of sun god, do you?
No. Maybe? I kind of like to think he is.
He seems pretty confident about it.
But you're not buying.
Seems pretty nutty.
Well, here's the question. If you're at a stoplight and the man next to you says, "I have a message from God," when the light turns green, do you cross or do you wait and hear what he has to say?
I cross the street with due haste.
So that's the difference between you and me. I'd wait and listen to him.
Not a word, girlie, and don't try and escape. I would enjoy killing you now, but others must come first. Now get in the car. Okay, drive.
Where?
Take me to Ra.
I don't know where Ra is. I barely know the man.
I may not be able to see Ra in this realm, but I'm no fool. Take me to him or die this moment.
I know where he stays, but he might not be there now.
Drive, girl, now.
Nice manners for a wannabe god. Perhaps there's another way that you two could work out your differences.
You plead against the coming battle?
I don't plead. I just think that maybe you two supposed gods are better than this ongoing conflict.
You're confused or blind to your own history. Your entire planet is in battle over religion and wealth. Has been for millennia. Hasn't ceased even for a moment. Millions of people dead in the name of one god or another. Why should Ra and Apep be above the fray? Apep will be worshipped by people in place of Ra, in place of all gods. And Ra will die.
You must know that your time has passed.
Yet you humans still fall on your knees and praise to unseen and unknowable deities. Why not Apep?
You got me there, Apep. You're obviously worthy.
Smart mouth. Reward I get for explaining things to a woman. Careful, girlie.
So, there was our friend Shelly proposing marriage to a girl he just met on the dance floor, calling her by the wrong name, and looking quite set to lose his dinner on her beautiful shoes.
I wish I'd seen that show.
Yeah, I don't remember anything thanks to Roz Mickey.
She was a lovely, round girl. Her body held the promise of grand lovemaking.
Ooh, another missed opportunity, Shell. Add that to the list if there's paper.
Hello?
Shelly, I'm with Apep. Shelly, listen, you need to stay calm. I'm with Apep at Ra's house.
Well, get out of there.
Love to, sweetie, but Apep has other plans. He'd very much like Ra to meet him here to...
Listen, insect. You tell Ra to show up and show himself, or the girl dies. That's it. The end. No more snappy comebacks.
You listen to me, you little Jiminy Cricket pissant bastard. We gotta go.
Things I've done make me ashamed, all for you. In your name, was I right or wrong, or do you even know? All you've ever known is my strength. Pick a spot, show me where. I'm making bets, I'm taking dares. I was ready to lay my poor self down.
You have guns? Why do you have guns?
I apologize for the lack of preparation. Apep has acted sooner than I expected. With these weapons, Shelly, we shall slay Apep and save your woman. Do you know how to shoot?
We can't go in there with guns.
Do you know how to shoot?
No.
You do watch television.
Of course I watch television.
All conflict is resolved with guns. I believe it's a show. You point thusly, pull the trigger, the gun fires. Ingenious!
That's a real gun, Pete. He's got real guns.
Ra, baby, have I said this yet? This may be the scariest, most fun I've had in my entire life. This may be my finest hour.
We should move this along before he breaks into song.
And I hope I don't die.
Friends, are you ready to test your mettle in this battle between gods. We shall slay the serpent Apep and save the girl Katy so that she may pleasure our good friend Shelly.
I can't think of anything I'd rather be doing, babe.
You're as nutty as he is. We gotta call the cops.
Shelly, we are enough men for the task. What did your Shakespeare say? The fewer the men, the greater the share of honor.
Does Apep have a gun?
No doubt he does.
Then we gotta call the cops.
The police have no jurisdiction in the affairs of the gods.
I say that's the end of that, man.
Yeah, except I'm not a god. I'm gonna call the cops.
Your phone does not work.
You broke my phone? It's an iPhone 5.
Shelly, listen. Someday they will write our stories on the walls of new pyramids. The deeds we do this day will be immortalized and honored for centuries.
I can't read hieroglyphics, Ra.
Take a gun, Shelly. Have I ever steered you in a false direction?
You mean besides when you roofied me?
For your own good. Now, I promise, all will be well. Do you believe that I am he, the sacred keeper of the wheel of fire? Do you acknowledge that it is I who brings light to the world?
I believe in you, Rob.
Shelly?
Of course not. Banana boat?
I'm in here, guys!
Hello, kid. I was worried about you.
No need. He's all bluster and spittle. It is nice to see your face, though.
You're not hurt?
Right as rain.
Gave me a scare.
Getting attached, are we?
Like a tick.
Be nice, boy. I just let you save my life.
Love to show you my gratitude, gorgeous.
And I'm inclined to let you.
You've been hiding from me, Ra. You didn't used to be so cautious.
You've been looking for love in all the wrong places, Apep. You are a fool, and have ever been a fool. Too weak in this realm to see me. Too weak in the other realm to be me. You should return to the tomb I last dug for you. Was it not warm enough?
Never as warm as I like. Never the warmth of the sun. I will know that heat again when this is over.
I am sad for you, my brother. Your desires weigh upon you like chains on a slave. They blind you to what you already possess. All you know is envy and scorn and want of anything and everything you don't already possess.
All I want is the sun and their worship.
Then you're twice a fool. They barely have faith in their own God, let alone the gods of a distant past. Our time is over, Apep. It may come again, but for now it is past. But take heart, brother. Muslim and Christian and Jew still battle as they have done tirelessly over the millennia. Today, Ra and Apep battle as we have done over the millennia. These people move at a snail's pace. They will not outgrow their needs for the gods soon. Someday, they will seek a new path, a new story, a new belief. Ra will find his worshippers again. And Apep, well, Apep will be Apep. You are a fool.
You could take what you want.
It is not for the gods to take. Their worship should come without threat of blackmail or damnation. It is for we few to give without demand of reciprocity. Perhaps we hold some small sliver of hope that they will see the great circle they travel for what it is. That they'll see the old gods as they once did. That they'll see that endings and beginnings feed off of one another.
They should see that they are chattel, and we are their masters. Die, old god.
I'm hit! Ra, don't do it! Ra, don't do it, baby! Oh, Apep, have you learned nothing in this time? All things are possible with Ra. I am the beginning and the end, the Son of the Father and the Father of the Son, the Keeper of the Sun.
You are the victor. Until tomorrow, when we begin again.
I'll come across you, just stay where you're safe. I'm gonna bring you home in my arms where you're...
Hear me, Apep, as you flee this place. I shall never make room at my table for you. I shall defend my people against you, whether they believe in me or no. See you in the dark world, villain.
Call the cops, kid. We're gonna need him now.
Totally unnecessary, my friends. All is well.
Where don't you ever, don't you never go?
Oh my. He's dead. I've never seen a dead person before.
He lives in the underworld. There he will bide his time and gain strength to come back and try again.
Hello? Yeah, there's been a shooting. The man's dead. Yeah, I can hold.
We've killed a man. Seriously, Ra, this cat's bleeding all over the place. What's the plan? What are you gonna do?
I must leave you now.
No, you don't. You're not leaving me in a house with a dead body in it and a story no one will believe.
They will believe it. When I return,
just stay where you're safe. Don't you get careless, 'cause I don't know what I'd do if somebody stole your heart. Well, I don't wanna be alone today. I'm coming.
Jesus Christ, Shell, I'm beginning to think these cats were a bunch of crazy fellas.
What's the job, Pete?
Well, here I go, I feel like it's right on time. Well, here I go, I feel like it's right on time. Well, I just couldn't wait no more. I couldn't hesitate no more. Well, I couldn't wait no more for that girl of mine. Well, she likes to party, hey, hey. She likes to party, hey, hey. She doesn't leave me sad and lonely and feeling small. Well, she likes to party, hey, hey. She likes to party, hey, hey. She was a sweet, sweet girl, but now she's just a party doll. On my way, this ain't no time to start. I'll be a real gone guy and a rockabilly rebel. Well, I just couldn't wait no more. I left a note tagged on the door. Said I couldn't waste no more time on that party doll. Well, she liked to party, hey, hey. She liked to party, hey, hey. She doesn't leave me sad and lonely and feeling small. Well, she liked to party, hey, hey. She liked to party, hey, hey. She was a sweet, sweet girl, but now she's just a party doll. Rock it! Well, I'm on my way, and baby, it feels swell. Well, a rockabilly rebel just about to come out of his shell. Well, now that I got the chance, I'm gonna kick off my shoes, do rockabilly dance. I loved her once, but now I just wish her well. Well, she likes to party, hey, hey. She likes to party, hey, hey. She just leaves me sad and lonely and feeling small. Well, she likes to party, hey, hey. She likes to party, hey, hey. She was a sweet, sweet girl, but now she's just a party doll. She was a sweet, sweet girl, but now she's just a party doll. She was a sweet, sweet girl, but now she's just a party doll. Well, I loved her once, but now I just wish her well.
You know, I am not